So I've actually kind of gone through the project worksheet and I've actually answered a lot of these questions that are here before I even start designing. So make sure you do that too. And I've picked my product type, my demographic, and my type of advertising. So I have everything I need to kind of start designing now. Basically, I'm going to be designing a beer ad for Hispanic or Latino audiences, kind of a little bit more specifically Mexico. I'm just deciding to do that myself. You don't have to go that deep with your demographic list. And then the type of advertising I'm going to be doing is outdoor advertising. So I'm going to be making an outdoor advertising sign for a football field, which was actually soccer in Mexico, because it's a very popular game. A lot of people go and they like to drink beer at football games or soccer games in Mexico. So I feel like that's a pretty good target audience for me to be trying to get to with this ad for beer. And it's going to have kind of a cultural theme of community. So there's going to be kind of a picture of people enjoying beer together. And then the colors that I'm going to use are the Mexican flag colors. So green, red, and white. And then, like I said, I'm going to use imagery that's going to back up this cultural theme of kind of like a group of people enjoying beer together. And I'm going to try and find a picture. I did actually already look. I tried to find a picture just on Google Images of people that could pass as being Hispanic. I think some of these people have darker hair, look maybe slightly Hispanic. Some of them don't, but I think this one will do. And it does have, this watermark on it, but I'm not concerned about that. So if you want to right click on it and open image in a new tab, or you can control click if you're on a Mac, and that'll open it up larger. And then you can actually right click again and save image to downloads, or control click on a Mac and save that into your downloads folder. And then I'm going to look for a generic beer bottle with a kind of a white background. This one's pretty decent. It does have a bit of a watermark on it as well, but we could definitely give it a try. This one might work too. Let's see. This one will work. So save image to downloads. I didn't actually open this one up full size. If I did open it in a new tab, I could get it at 1872 by 2008, which is actually a pretty good size. But let's just go into, so we have our images that we're going to use, and we have kind of the idea for our ad. So, and the concept for our ad that is all really relevant to our demographic. So let's actually go to canva.com, and you just need to log in. You can use Facebook or Google, whichever one you can remember your login to. And then I'm actually just going to create a design. You guys can use templates. So if you're, doing different social media, maybe you're doing an Instagram or a newsletter or any of these things, you can totally start from just creating a design as well. But they also have, flyers, Instagram posts, brochures, like different things in here. Obviously, I don't think you want to do a brochure because they're very complicated, but there's a lot of different things to go through in here. But I'm actually just going to make a custom size because mine's going to be supposedly this outdoor advertising sign. I think it's going to be about like this, kind of a skinny rectangle on its side, so horizontally, landscape, kind of a landscape proportion. So I'm going to do 11 by 5 inches, create new design, and here you go. So if it was in pixels, you can change it to inches if that helps you to understand a little bit more. I already had changed mine to inches, so I didn't end up showing you guys that. But okay, so we're actually going to start bringing in those images we found. So, and there's actually templates here too that are similar to this size that I could probably just pick on and it would bring it in, but I'm not going to do that. So I'm going to upload images, upload media from this device. And I'm in my downloads folder, so get in your downloads folder and then just pick your media. You can push shift to get both things selected and bring in two things at once. But you have to hold shift down on the keyboard and then click on both things and then push choose, and that'll bring both images in. Actually, I think I want to remove the background to this, so I can do that quickly if I go to remove.bg. www.remove.bg.com, and actually it doesn't even have a .com on it. So we can upload the image. I'm going to do this kind of Corona beer looking bottle here. It automatically removed the background for me, and then I can download that again, and then I'll go back into my downloads folder. So now I'll go into Canva and actually upload from my device that newly edited photo with the background removed. So here's the one I brought in before, but I actually wanted it like this. So that remove background, if you just type in remove background in Google, you should be able to find that remove background site and really quickly upload a file and remove the background, especially if it has a solid background to it. That makes it a lot easier. So we're just going to bring this in and size it up so that it fills up our canvas nicely. I'm going to bring it up to maybe about right here. And then I'm going to do an effect on this. Actually, let's leave that for later. So now I can bring in this other image by clicking on it. And I think I'm going to move it over here and then just kind of size it up a little bit. So that's going to go like right there. It's kind of nice to have like a little product image there. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to bring in my text now. So I have text here. I think I want to use this text here. So I can just click on it. They have already made font pairs here. If you find some pairs of fonts that look good together, you know, 2 different fonts, you can do it that way, or you can just bring in a heading, subhead, or body copy here. So I just went ahead and did it this way. So my headline is going to be a taste of Mexico. And this is way too big, so I'm going to highlight and then bring this down to like maybe 50. You can type it in and push return. And if it's not highlighted, I guess it works too, so that's good. And then I'm going to make this one 30. Oops, not the actual text, but the size of the text. I was trying to make 30. Maybe I do need to... Okay, there we go. And then I can say, to be enjoyed together. And then that's kind of highlighting the community there. So we can ungroup this text if we need to by pushing that ungroup button there. So sometimes stuff is grouped together and it kind of makes it hard to move it independently from one another. So okay, and then I'm going to change this color to be, let's look at my other design that I actually already made. Where's it at? I guess I don't have it open. Sorry to take a break there. I think I made this white, and then this I made white as well. Or no, maybe I made it red. Let's make it red. So we can choose a color here, and then it'll automatically add it to your document color so you can use it again. And then I was going to use maybe a shape. So we can go into elements. They have kind of like these little sticker things you can use featured. They have lines, which are kind of decorative elements. They have shapes, frames. So you can go to see all to look through. Stickers aren't really going to be useful for non-animated ads anyway. So if you do just a static ad, they're not going to be, but you can go through here and see, but I actually just want a shape. I want just a regular rectangle. And then I can see that I can change the color here. I think I'm going to use like kind of maybe a green color. And I'm just going to kind of bring this down in size. And I can actually position this so I can set it backward. And you can just keep on going back until it finally gets behind what you want it behind. And then I think what I'll do is I'll just create a copy of this, so I can do Command C, Command V. No, maybe not. Or let's see, duplicate. You can use the duplicate button. And then we can move this down with our keyboard and I am going to change this text to be, I'm going to still use Libre Franklin. So I'm going to search for it. And I can actually see other options. So I'm going to use the Libre Franklin Light. So the nice thing about this font, it has a lot of different kinds. So I'm just going to use the light. And then, yeah. This looks a little different than I thought it would. Well, maybe I don't want to use Libre Light. Maybe I'll make this something different. Oh, so it's definitely on something that's making it just an outline. Oh, see, so effects, it's on hollow. I don't really want that. I just want no effect on this. And then I still want to use Libre Franklin, but I'm going to use the light. And then I'm going to turn it down. I mean, bring down the text size a little bit. And then maybe change the text color to white. And then just kind of use my keyboard or mouse to move this down so it's centered in that shape. And then we're having some issues sort of with, you know, this text is just really not showing up very well on here. So I'm going to hit the background here, and I think you can put effects on this. So I was going to use duotone and then maybe this fuchsia. And maybe I'll just make all of this white. So that's going to pop off the background better if it's white. Yeah. It's kind of hard to read if it's not. Maybe something like that. I'm trying to use, you know, those colors of that I feel like are kind of the Mexican flag colors, but I can always change this to, if they had something even redder, that might work. Or maybe the green would work. It's a little too, not opaque enough though, I would say. So maybe I'll go back with the fuchsia. And we just need to bring in some sort of logo kind of looking thing. So, I mean, I could actually just go into maybe frames. Not sure what these are like. I'd have to do a little bit of exploring while you're making these. And then I think my call to action is going to be enjoy the refreshing taste. So I put this in here wrong. Enjoy the So this is kind of like my call to action. I'm inviting them to enjoy the refreshing taste today, and I'm even kind of highlighting the call to action in the ad with this green bar behind it, so visually it's actually being highlighted. For a logo, you can just click on, you know, any of these shapes and just bring them in. I don't know if they can be altered at all. Maybe they can be made just like a solid color. Yeah, they can be. So that's kind of cool. And that almost looks like a logo right there. And then maybe I'll just add some text, maybe a subhead text, and just say logo. Or something like that. And then we can move it. Sometimes you have to grab it by this move area here. And then, you know, we can do something like this. Logos typically go towards the bottom. So yeah, oops, I didn't mean to add a page. We'll just subtract that by pushing the delete button. So yeah, this is basically what I'm wanting. So at least a headline, a subhead, and then a call to action. If you want more body copy in there, you can add it. You know, product image is not a bad idea, but definitely make sure the imagery relates to the demographic of your ad. So I have kind of community and enjoying things together, basically. And they like beer, and I'm going to have this in outdoor advertising during a soccer game. So we want to download this as a JPEG file, and then push download. And so remember to download your JPEG and embed it in the discussions area in Brightspace for a grade, and then answer the 3 questions